What's going on, guys? John here from CrossFit Mohawk Valley. What I wanted to do was give you guys a quick tour of our facility. Maybe you followed us on Facebook for the last couple months or a couple years and you've never actually stepped foot inside the facility, maybe because you were a little intimidated, maybe you just didn't have time. So let's show you around the place, right? So we're in our first office. In this office we've got a whole bunch of different stuff. Obviously we have some apparel. We work closely with NutriShop New Hartford and we have some of their products here. Also behind me you'll see down there is our InBody 370, right? So that'll give you an initial reading of how much you weigh, but also a better idea of how much that weight is made up of skeletal muscle mass or body fat, which is an important thing to know. So then we'll kind of walk around the actual gym. So what I want to do is kind of come down towards our other office, and what you're going to start to see behind me here is you're going to start to see all these pictures of our coaches and all of these certifications and all these different things our coaches have done over the last 7 years, right? So we've got 13 coaches. With that, we've probably got 35 plus years of experience between all of us. Some coaches obviously have 5, 6, 7 years now of coaching experience, and other coaches are relatively new, but we have a very diverse coaching staff. Then you can start to see as we come into the actual gym floor, we have these really nice Concept 2 rowers, which are a beautiful machine. We're actually the only gym in the area that has a full-on rowing club. And then behind me you may be thinking, you know, every barbell I pick up in this place is going to be super, super heavy. Not the case. We have lots of 15-pound barbells. We have different stuff, different equipment essentially for different ability levels. So leaving the hallway with all the coaches' information on it, I'm going to kind of pan behind me and you guys can see this rig, right? This really big rig in our front room, right? That front room is probably about 5,000, 5,500 square feet. And what that rig does is it essentially allows us to have a class of 18 to 20 athletes relatively comfortably with 2 coaches on in those bigger classes. So we'll take a walk and we'll talk about some more things that we have. Actually, if you look right there in the background, you can see what we'll call our shin savers, right? So we used to start off with all of these little, let's see, where's my finger going? All these little wooden boxes that you can see at the bottom. And over time, to help save our athletes' shins from getting smashed into oblivion and sending people home crying, we've invested in some really nice soft foam boxes, right? So we'll call those our shin savers. So walking down the rig, again, that gives us about 12 spots to squat, so there's lots of room. You see the custom wall ball targets up at the top. Pretty nice thing to have. Then we come down here to this side of the room. What you can see behind me is number 1, the lovely Miss Parr, and then number 2, the Concept 2 ski ergs, right? So rowing is phenomenal, but we like to have a variety of equipment for our athletes to get on and train on, and the ski ergs that you see in the back are definitely a great tool, and we are proud to be the only facility in the area that has not only 1, but we have 10 of our ski ergs. Again, coming back around, you check out the sandbags that we just purchased, another really great training tool. We've got our event board behind us, which is nice, so as you come in you can kind of check out what's going on throughout the month. One of the things we like to do is we also like, we'll go on the back here in a minute too, we also like to essentially highlight our athletes that are doing a great job in the gym. So what you can see behind us here is we have basically an Athlete of the Month board where we highlight our athletes that we feel have done a great job over the last month. So I'm going to change arms because my arm's starting to get tired. And we're going to step into the back. All right, so in the back you can see we've got along the back wall 10 assault bikes, we've got lifting platforms, kilo plates, we've got a 55 stretch of turf, we've basically got lots of space. Come back here. Oh, we've got another 4 squat racks, more room for pull-ups, more room for activities. And then over by that overhead door is actually another 3,000 square feet that we're pretty proud to announce that that's one of the expansions that we're working on currently. So again, guys, you may have drove by and just wondered what goes on in this place. You know, it looks really small up front, but that's our facility and that's some of the stuff that we have that we'd love to see you guys come in and try out.